Hey, what's up guys? Back at the bench today. I know it's been a little while since I last spoken to you and posted a video up or anything, so I want to do another load development video, and I want to try and use or develop the new Hornady 8-tip bullet. The one I have, my caliber, the 6.5 8-tip, 135 grain. I know it's a little bit on the long side for what I've been used to using with my caliber, because most of you know I've shot the 130 grain Berger, 130 grain Sierra Tip Match King, and the 130 grain Nosler RDF. So I know this is going to be a slightly longer bullet, obviously heavier. I don't think we're going to lose too much case capacity with the case. What I was concerned about was the fact that my rifle has been kind of optimized or throated out for the 130s, so I'm going to be losing, you know, a little bit of case capacity, obviously, with taking this down further down into the case. So give me a second to reposition the camera so we can take a look on the bench, and I'll speak to you guys in just 1 second, okay? So just bear with me.
Right, so here we have the Hornady 8-tips, as you can see. I mean, they are a great looking bullet, I've got to say. I mean, really nice, and I really do like that tip. I mean, that is by far one of the best tips on a bullet that I've actually come across. Really, it's really nice. So components, in terms of primers, as you know, with the 130s, I've only used the small rifle primer, the CCI 450 Magnums, and the N140 Vitavori. So that is what I'm going to be using. In terms of brass, I think you pretty much know me by now. I only use the Lapua brass. The brass that we'll be trying with this, I think, will be 4 times fired, so it will be used brass, because that's really all I have. I have 200 pieces of brass there, and one I think is 3 times 5, but at the moment they're being used for the Bergers. So they are the components. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now, I'll just quickly get the rifle, put it on the bench, and I'm going to show you how I sort of got my base to ogive measurement, which I think you've seen before anyway, but I'm just going to give you a quick little refresher on that. So just bear with me 1 second and I shall get that set up. Okay, so I've got the rifle just set up here on the bench. I'm just going to remove the bolt. And now the method I've used before was I think some people call it the strip bolt method, where you take the firing pin out, which I'm just going to do now anyway. Okay, so the firing pin has been removed from the bolt. This particular bolt comes with a claw extractor, but does not come with an ejector spring. And so if you were to do this method, you would really have to remove that ejector spring, which I know for a lot of you guys, you don't really fancy doing that. I understand. But this method, I do like it. I think it's very accurate. Okay, so basically what this entails is you would normally load load a bullet long. Obviously this is an empty case, and you would then insert this into the chamber. Obviously that would be long, so what you're basically doing is you would be knocking back the bullet in say 5,000-10,000 increments or so, depending on how long you've just loaded it, and until you start to just get into the lands, and then you would back off in the smaller increments, say like 3,000ths to 1,000ths, whatever, and this will get you your base to ogive measurement. Now I've already done the measurement on this. I've got this now, which I'm going to show you what the measurement is in a second. But this now, I've done it so that it's just kissing the land, it's just in the lands, and that is going to be my base to ogive measurement. So let me just put that in for you. Okay. Now what that is, that's just loose there. We're just inside. Okay. And what we're going to be doing with that is, now that we've got a number for the to the lands, I should say. Just 1 second. Where is that? Okay, I've wrote it down here on a piece of paper. Well, the seating to the lands is 2.088. Now what I'm going to do with that measurement, obviously I'm not going to shoot for, touching the lands or anything, so I'm going to come back. So 2.088, I'm going to knock it back 13 thousandths. I don't want to lose too much more case capacity if I can. I don't really want to be pushing that bullet any further back than I need to yet. So 13 thousandths, we're going to push that back, and that's going to give us an overall measurement of 2.075. Okay. So now in terms of charging weight, going with my 130 grains, I was around 38.5 for one bullet, 38.6, and then I think for the Nosler 130 grain RDFs I was at 38.9 grains. So with this, I'm going to start off at 37.6 grains. So we'll start off a little bit conservative, but we are going to be at the higher end of these charges. I'm not going down any further in charge weight. So 37.6 grains is where I'm going to start, and then we shall do 37.8, 38 grains, 38.2, and possibly 38.4. So only 5 charge weights. I'm going to keep it quite tight. So once we get down to the range, I shall test load with the magneto speed on the front. I'm actually going to load up 3 rounds of each charge weight, and I shall shoot them all through the chronograph. But I'm going to still be disciplined over the shots. I'm still going to aim as if I was going to shoot for group. I'm not concerned with harmonics here, because I don't think the barrel is going to be affected by harmonics. Some people do think that, I don't particularly. But what we're mainly testing for will be speed. Okay, so I'll just put up the screen here on my iPad just to sort of show you what kind of data I was looking at previously for the 8-tip bullet. And So we've got 6.5 Creedmoor here. So I'll just bring that up. And so this is the powders that they've tried: Reloader 16, Reloader 17, H4350, and Reloader 23. So these are the speeds they have on show here. So 42 grains with the Reloader 16, and they got to 2850 feet per second. Now the powder I will be trying will be obviously the Vitavori N140. I did look up on the powder chart. It is going to be a little bit faster powder than this. I mean, I don't think it's that much faster, but it will be a little bit faster than what Reload 16 is. So that's why I'm going to be sort of starting around the 37.6 grains, which is, you know, quite conservative, I think, from that. But like I said, we are going to give this a go, see what kind of speeds we do get. Obviously watch out for pressure as well. In terms of what speed I'd like to achieve, well, I mean, 2850 I think is going to be a nice speed. If I get between 2850 and 2880, I mean, even 2890, if there's no pressure to worry about or anything like that, then all the better. But I shall watch and take note, see what results we get, and so just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so just a little quick refresh. 135 grain A-tips, CCI 450 primers. We've got the N140 that we're going to use, and obviously the Lapua brass. Charge weights, we're going to keep these fairly tight. 37.6 grains, so 37.8, 38 grains, 38.2 and 38.4. So 5 different charge weights. We'll see how we get on. The one thing that obviously I'm going to be concerned about is just making sure that with using a slightly faster powder, that I've got to kind of make sure I watch for pressure and everything else. So this is all I've got for you now, part 1, and in part 2 we shall get loading up the charges, and as soon as I get a chance I shall get down to the fields when I can, and hopefully it won't be too long now anyway, and we can do some load development and see how these things perform. So okay guys, I shall catch you guys on the next one, hopefully in part 2. See you on the next one. Bye.